Here I am, finally making this video. I was all set, all prepped, ready to roll, and right when I stepped outside, I got hit with a bathroom emergency. It's just like that, 24/7, living as a caregiver, that's what we deal with. Cause here on Night Shift Caregiver, we're not just talking about it, we're living it. Welcome and thank you for tuning into my channel. Night Shift Caregiver here. For those of you that are new to my channel and haven't seen my trailer, I'm gonna give you a little backstory on my situation. I was living a simple, normal life. Going to the gym, going to work, going out to eat. Simple, normal things that you're probably doing today. Next thing you know, I'm managing hospital stays, doctor's visits, medications, transfers, you name it, I dealt with it. It's been a journey to get to this point, and I'm amazed how far I've come. And if you want to know more about that, I actually have that in another video. But today, what I want to talk to you a little bit about is when you try to plan things and they just fall through. Oh, you mean a regular ass Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Here in caregiving, it could be any day because, every day is unpredictable here in caregiving. That's just the way it is when you're, living a caregiving life 24/7. Yeah, I know about that. So anyway, today I woke up with a plan. I had this scheduled way in advance. I was gonna do something for me. For you? As a caregiver? I know you tripping. Trying to do something for you. That's funny, bro. Yeah, as crazy as it sounds, I was trying to do something for me. As they say on the airplane, you gotta put your oxygen mask on before you can help somebody else. Or at least in this instance, get my teeth fixed. So anyway, like I was saying, I woke up with this plan. I was getting myself prepared. Brush my teeth, wash my face, taking a shower, all that good stuff. Then I get a notification on my phone. I look down, and I get that dreaded message. I can't make it today. That was the other caregiver that was supposed to come in.
Damn,
Bruh, what'd you do? I sat there with tears in my eyes for a few minutes, and no, you didn't. Stop playing. I didn't do that. Of course, I didn't do that. I just stood there, shocked at first, and I just shrugged it off because, that's just like a normal day in caregiving. It's like you plan for something, and then it never ever works out the way you plan for it. As they say in caregiving, you plan, you pray, you pivot, and that's how you move. That's how you roll every day. You got to be flexible. You got to be ready to, just move at the drop of a dime because, like I said, things never work out the way you plan for them to work out. Bro, I'm not going to lie. That sounds like that sucks. Yeah, it sucks. You get used to it. At the first 5,000 plans that fall through, it just kind of becomes normal, bro. To tell you the truth. It is what it is. You can't let those things get you down because if you let those things get you down, then you'll never get anything done. And as a caregiver, we always got to be on top of our game because we have somebody that's relying on us, to help take care of them. So instead of getting my retainer fixed, I just flipped back to caregiver mode. I helped get him ready. I did his meds. I fed him. And, that's it. Some days you win, and some days you just survive. I like your outlook on things, man. That's dope, man. That's real cool. That's real grounded. And man, when you're a caregiver, that's kind of the way you gotta be. You gotta let things roll off your back. You gotta be able to keep moving and keep going because we're doing a super important job. One of the most important jobs that you'll ever have. One of the most important jobs that you never planned to do. It's different than having kids because many times people have kids and they plan for them. But caregiving is something that you don't plan for. It's kind of like a role that you find yourself in. And you're almost like sitting there like drowning and you're like, geez, how did I fall into this pool, and like why don't I know how to swim? And you just gotta learn how to swim while you're in the pool. It's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it. But like I said, it's super important. I love it. I'm happy to be doing it, and that's why I made this channel because I want to give other people a voice, to feel so they feel like they have somebody in some place they can talk to. So if you enjoy this content and you want to hear more about stories like this, Please like, please subscribe, please tune in, because I'm gonna be here, dropping the real for you, for the people in the trenches. Every day, caregiving. Night shift caregiver, over and out. Peace.